What's up, good people? How you doing? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Listen, the memes are back. We know what happened last cycle. After this happened, we're going to go touch into that. Of course, we're going to have to talk about GameStop. We got to talk about AMC, the madness that's going on. Hello, Kitty. Rowan Kitty is back. We'll see you in 3 seconds. So there's a lot going on in the markets this morning. I was live in the Patreon this morning, and the Patreon was really hopping this morning. Okay, we're talking about this Patreon, where you got the best plays with Stockmo, myself, Stocks with Josh, and Keenan Grace. And I was talking about GameStop this morning, and someone entered into it, and if they played it right, they literally made 50% in the pre-markets, not doing options, of course. All right, let's just talk about what's going on, good people. You know what? Yeah, let's just talk about what's going on. All right, let's get right to it. Right. So here we have GameStop, ticker symbol GME. For those of you that don't remember what happened in 2021. It was an insane ride, right? So I'm going to tell you this right at the top, right now. Pro traders will make money, novice will lose money. People that were in on the planning stages of this, and I'll get into that in a minute, will make a ton of money and have made a ton of money already. And late coming FOMOers will lose a lot of money. So let's go right back to it. All right. So as we could see here, GameStop is up 64%. But let me tell you, it was up as much as 110% this morning. All right. Let's go from the previous day. That's how you have to look at it. Okay. It was up as much as 100. See that? 110% for the day. Let me move that up a little bit. Just crazy gains for people that were in early. Okay. So now you guys know about Reddit, right? And then there's subgroups in Reddit that talk about these plays, potential short squeeze. These are called meme stock. Okay. And so there's a lot that's going on. So in the Patreon, someone said, Larry, are you looking for a short? Of course, I'm going to be looking for a short at some point. But you got to be careful, because this is what happened last time. The shorts got their shorts handed to them. So here's what happened last time. All right. So remember, this was GameStop last time. It was really hovering around the $5 mark. Okay. So here's what really happened. It was, they were shorting the stock, the big companies. I'm not going to call their names. There's one company in particular. You guys saw the movie, right? You guys saw the movie. And there was one company in particular that was shorting this company. Why? Because they were going bankrupt. Okay? And so what they do is they short companies that show weakness. All right? And some would argue they're putting people out of work. And some would argue it's a fair market. You make your choice. But anyway, there is Melvin. Anyway, I'm not going to call the name. There's one company in particular that was shorting this stock, and they got their shorts handed to them by the community. Okay. Now remember, I'm just going to tell you right now. Right now, this is not an investment. This is a community. Okay. So here's what I'm telling you. Last time it was hovering around the $2 mark, right? And then it popped all the way up to $4. That's 100%, $4.50ish, right? Then it made a new high to $5, right? $5.30. Then you had this big green candle. It spiked all the way up to around $9.61, right? So now, whoever had it down here at 2 and they're at 9, they made a ton of money, especially if they're doing options, right? And then this thing just skyrocketed all the way to $120, right? A lot of people bought this stock at the top, and then it cratered all the way back down to like $10, right? And, everybody was, oh, it's over. Oh my God. So a lot of people lost money, right? And then just like this green candle here, Wednesday, on the 24th of February, boom, another big candle. So one day it goes from, let's say $11 to $22. It goes up 100%, just like it did today. And then what happens? It spikes all the way back up to $86. Now, here's what Wall Street calls dumb money. Dumb money are the people that after this green candle, they was like, and then it green candled again, right? Somebody bought it up here, right, at 67. Somebody bought it at $115. And then they sold it here. So they bought it at the top, sold it at the bottom, then it ran back up, and I can guarantee you some of them chased it back up, right? And then it sustained for a while, right? It sustained for a long time. Look at that. It just sustained, okay? And then what happened? Let's collapse this. I'll show you exactly what happened. I'm using my finger on this pad. As you can see, bleed, 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 all the way down, back down to where? Look at that. Boom. Back down to $10, good people. 10-ish, not 10. And so I don't want you guys to be on the tail end of the chase, okay? And of course, all of the memes are popping. Look at GameStop. Look at AMC. AMC did a fake out this morning, came up to $3.67, came down, and then boom, skyrocketed. So we opened up, it ran up like 8%, right? Came down, and then from the bottom is up right now about 16% from the bottom. So we're up 29%. GameStop. AMC. I keep saying that. All right. You guys remember what happened in 2021. So let's look at Reddit. Reddit is up 10%, right? And then you have stuff like Sound. Sound was up. Ooh, it's tanking now. Sound was up greatly now. It is cooling off. This is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is be careful on your shorts now, because I know a lot of people are looking to short. Just like AMC, GME, should I say, GME literally did the okie doke. And we don't want you guys to be caught in the okie doke of GMC literally running back up again, okay? We don't want you to get caught. Now, I'm telling you guys that are new, you need to be a pro trader. You need to, I'll just say it. You need to be in something like the Patreon, right? Where you got guys like myself and like Mo and like Stocks with Josh, who is the chart expert. Even myself, when it gets this quick, I will refer to the technicals, and then I'll look at my technicals, and then I will call somebody that's better than me, way better than me on technicals, which is Josh. And so we don't want this to happen. And even Josh will tell you that anything could happen right there. Now, 3 times the volume of trading this morning. This morning, it got stopped 3 times. And yes, you're going to be hearing about Robinhood again. There we go. We can't buy because it ran up. You're going to hear about it. It's not just Robinhood, good people, this time. The trading was halted because it was that much volume, 3 times the volume, okay? I had a few notes here I wanted to talk about. I got so much to talk about. GMC jumped 40% in the pre-markets, and then it continued to skyrocket, okay? Let's see here. I got some more. GameStop, the father of GameStop, Roaring Kitty, he posted a picture of just a guy sitting in the chair. That's it, leaning forward. And it just caused this to go crazy. Rowan Kitty, if you saw the movie Dumb Money, he was the guy that had the thing tied around his head. I call him the Pied Piper of GME, okay? But like I said, halted 3 times in 10 minutes, and people are setting on options 0 expiration days, right? And so these moves are for pro traders, okay? Let's keep it going. There's a few things I want you guys to know. I wanted to get this one out early. We got CPI coming. So PPI is coming actually tomorrow, Producers Price Index. And then we have CPI that is coming Wednesday, 8:30, Wednesday, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So an hour before the stock market opens, we will have Consumer Price Index. It's expected to have a monthly increase of 0.3%. Let's keep our eye out on that. And then we got Alibaba that will be reporting earnings tomorrow on Tuesday. Now, let's talk about Apple. Let's go to Apple. Let's look at this. Now, this is big news, good people. Look at this. Apple is close to finalizing a deal with OpenAI that will enable the integration of ChatGPT with upcoming iOS upgrades, all right? The deal is expected to put Apple on par with other smartphone manufacturers because they've been behind, many whom have already started exploring AI features in their product lines, okay? And so that's good for Apple. Let's take a look at Apple. Apple is up right now at the time of recording this at 1.69%. And as we can see at the time of filming this, that the Dow has now went red, and so has the S&P. We don't like that. Okay, good people. And another news, we got, let's see. Let's go here. For those of you that are in the Bitcoin miners. All right. Bitfarms, boot CEO effective immediately. Okay. All right, reschedule earnings. So the earnings are being rescheduled, okay? And as we can see, Bitfarms has tanked 6.6%. But if you compare it to, let's see, Clean Spark, Marathon, what else? Cypher. As you can see, the rest of the miners are up. You see that, good people? Now, let me say one more thing about the miners. Not the miners, but what's happening with crypto. I am DCAing in a couple of miners. You guys know I said Marathon Digital is one of them, and CleanSpark is the other, and then MicroStrategy, which is not a miner. But those are the ones that I'm DCAing daily, small amounts. And I'm doing the same thing with my crypto, with not just Bitcoin. I mostly have all the positions I want in Bitcoin, but the altcoins, all right, and the meme coins. I've been DCAing like I've been saying all last week and week before. I've just been DCAing in this price range where Bitcoin has been trading sideways, okay? Because it's not that I'm expecting a move up in the next minute. I don't know when there's going to be a move, but I do expect at some time there to be a move up. Now, it may be a move down first, but I'm going to accumulate for, I believe one day Bitcoin will break above 74 and hold. And if that does happen, that will be real good for crypto. In the last hour, mixed. In the day, not so much. Okay. But this is the time that I accumulate. Unlike the GameStop chasers, I accumulate when there's red in the waters, when there's danger, and then when we have a lift up, just like we did in 2021. If you got all of this new money coming in, these chasers, these get rich overnighters, then if they make money, a lot of them with this GameStop, and then maybe AMC may follow. Remember 2021, then those are the same people that like meme coins. It's the same crowd, good people. So for those of us that have been in early and accumulating, this will be good news for us. And lastly, I just want to tell you guys about Mumu. This is Mumu Monday, and soon I will be getting into more of the features of the app itself. Now, instead of 7 fractional shares, we have a 10 fractional shares. Why? Because using my link, you get an extra 3 fractional shares of the Magnificent Seven with the small deposit of $100. Now, listen, you're also going to get what? 5.1% on your uninvested money. This is better than the bank, good people. So let's get those accounts open and let's get them funded. And then you guys come and join the Stock Squad. That's what's happening today. The Stock Squad. That's when I did my first Monday morning update and talked about all of this stuff. Apple, GTP, GPT. I talked about GameStop and it was only up 40%. I talked about it in the pre-markets. And then if you were blessed to get in that play, look at that. You could have been up 100%. I didn't get in. I should have got in. Look at that. I would have been up 100%. Now, this was up as much as 110%. But had I got it when it was up this morning when I made the post, I would have been up 100%. I normally buy a minimum of 125 shares, but sometimes I will tell you last cycle when this happened the first time, usually there's a 48-hour window and I'm not going to say usually. Sometimes it spikes back up like I showed you guys, and I was able to catch the second run up and I made a ton of money, but I tapped out and then I turned around. I'm sorry, GameStop Army. I turned around and I shorted it and made more money shorting it than I did running it up. All right, I just got to keep it real here. Make sure you check out the links below. And for those of you that are mothers, happy Mother's Day. I'll talk about that later. I had a decent day. I hope you did. Live, love, laugh, and learn.